Hello and welcome to the Creek Connections Student Research Symposium. My name is Ian Smith and I'm a professional paddleboarder, river surfer, and guide, and I will be your keynote speaker for the event. For more than a decade, I've ran a paddleboarding business called Surf Sub Adventures, and I also founded a program called First Waves that works with young conservationists just like you to help improve Pennsylvania's waterways. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about some of the exciting ways that you can enjoy Pennsylvania's streams and rivers, and also some of the things that you can do to help give back and improve them. Let's get started. Now, there are a lot of ways to get out on the water, but my absolute favorite is paddleboarding. Whether you're cruising on a lake at Moraine State Park, challenging yourself through rapids in Ohio Powell, or even surfing a wave on Lake Erie, there's nothing better than the feeling of being on a board. Pennsylvania has more miles of streams and rivers than any state except Alaska, and a paddleboard is the perfect way to explore them. You might think that paddleboarding is something you can only do in the summer, but with the right gear, you can actually paddle right through the year. Winter and fall are actually some of my favorite times to get out and have provided some of the most memorable experiences of my life. Now, having fun on the water is great, but it's also important that we all take actions that can help improve the water quality and keep it safe for everyone to enjoy. The DEP estimates that more than 27,000 miles of Pennsylvania's streams are impaired in one way or more. To help address these issues, organizations like Creek Connections and First Waves are a great place for you to start. With First Waves, our mission is to inspire conservation in unconventional ways. It's about sharing our passion for things like river surfing to get people excited about streams and rivers so that they will want to protect them. At each First Waves event, we focus on a project that will enhance the watershed in the area. Some of the projects include tree plantings, river cleanups, and water sampling. The trees provide all kinds of benefits such as soil stabilization, habitat for wildlife, and they even improve the air that we breathe. During cleanups, we remove plastics that will break down and harm the ecosystem. You can only imagine some of the crazy things we found. Shopping carts, bicycles, car batteries. One of our partner organizations called Paddle Without Pollution even found a live alligator on a river in Pittsburgh. With First Waves, we've done river cleanups and tree plantings in many of Pennsylvania's vital waterways, including the Allegheny, Monongahela, Ohio, and Stony Creek rivers. With Creek Connections, I know you are all working on waterways spanning from Erie all the way to Pittsburgh. Together, you are a crucial part of making sure we are monitoring these important rivers and streams. Another important part of First Waves is making sure you can document your experiences in order to inspire others. One way to tell your story is through the art of filmmaking and digital media. We work with expert filmmakers and photographers to provide you with the tools and skills needed to create compelling content. When you're exploring in the outdoors, you have to be open to the unexpected and ready to capture the experience to help make a difference. I'll give you an example of how some students did exactly that. On one of our First Waves workshops in 2018, we were getting ready to do some river surfing and paddleboarding at Stony Creek River. It was a rainy morning and the stream was already pretty high and muddy, but just as we were about to put on, we watched as the entire river turned black and gray before our eyes. Clearly, some type of contamination had occurred upstream. While everyone was really disappointed that we wouldn't be able to actually go into the water, we knew it was our responsibility to document the event and sample the water. If we weren't there to capture the event, it's unlikely any investigation or advocacy to prevent it from happening again would take place. In some of the water samples taken that day, we could actually see large pieces of coal that had washed into the water. Since then, the story has been told on radio broadcasts and film screenings throughout several states, and the event was reported to the Pennsylvania DEP. While it's not the outcome we had hoped for that day, the experience proves that students like you are making an impact. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video, and thank you so much for the work that you're doing with Creek Connections. I hope that these experiences will inspire you to continue your work as conservationists and continue improving Pennsylvania's creeks and streams. Thank you all again, and I hope to see you on the water soon.